We're here again at Reimbursement RX. I'm being asked why compensation RVU model is not perfect. There are a lot of reasons for that. I'm here to actually discuss FLAW in the whole RVU system, and this will be good for everyone, especially for you younger docs if you're coming out of training. If you work for a hospital system where you get paid a certain amount per RVU worked, you are being taken advantage of if this is exactly the model you're following. Such system is actually built on a notion that everyone is the same, meaning every doc in your group of practice does the same amount of work. Let me explain. Whatever amount you're being paid per work RVU is calculated by a formula that your organization uses. It includes any amount of overhead that your group encounters, such as rent, salaries, mid-level providers, equipment, supplies, executive salary, and the list goes on and on and on. Therefore, what your group gets paid for actual RVU worked from insurance companies and Medicare is a lot more than your actual work RVU. For example, let's say that your gross pay per RVU is $100, and that's a cumulative average pay from all insurance companies and Medicare. And your company decided that 50% of that is overhead, so your work RVU is only $50. It means for any level of service you do, however many RVUs there are, it's $50 per that RVU. Let's say there are 15 people in your group, and consistently 8 of them are producing 20 RVUs per day. I know I'm oversimplifying, but let's just stay with me for a minute. And your best friend and you are producing 30 RVUs, and 5 other people are only 10 RVUs per day. Now, here's the fun part. Let's do some math. So, 8 people, 20 RVUs, that's $2,000 because your company receives $100 per RVU, but they get paid 50% of that per work RVU, so they each get $1,000. Now, 2 people, you and your buddy, 30 RVUs, that's $3,000 from RVUs worked, and you get only half of that because work RVU is $50, so half of $3,000 is $1,500. And finally, for the 5 slackers who only do 10 RVUs a day, that's $1,000 collected, and they get half of that, which is $500 a day. Well, sounds fair, right? Sounds good. Well, I mean, everyone's the same with equal percentage, except that it costs you and your friend $1,500 a day. It costs most people $1,000, and those people who underperformed only $500. So let's assume this is a daily pattern, and you can see where I'm going with it. Percentages, as far as the RVU pay, is really not fair. Now, while this may seem extreme, you'd be surprised how often this happens. So what do you do about this? Well, for once, you need to start asking questions. You need to make sure your RVU system is tiered, where there's an increase in payment for a certain number of RVUs worked. And ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask your employer exactly how you're being paid, because as you saw in this little example, there are ways to take advantage. At any rate, we are here to help you understand just how reimbursement works from the doctor's side. Follow Reimbursement RX on Facebook. Follow us online, Facebook and online. ReimbursementRx.org, Reimbursement RX on Facebook. Thank you.